I've said it a couple times already on this channel that I usually like to talk about stuff that just relate to like internet drama, just stupid internet things, because to me, that's what entertains me the most. Is like majority of the times, you know, whenever I see something funny on Twitter or something kind of outrageously stupid, or a content creator being an absolute dickhead, those are the things that I like to talk about. I usually like to stray away from things that are more on the serious side and more delve into like real world problems. But I definitely think that this is one thing that is like just so big and just so disgusting in so many different ways, and it's such a big topic that I feel like it's something that I kind of have to talk about. I feel like the more people that talk about it, the better it is, because, you know, getting word out there and more people showing their disgust with this and showing how outrageously horrible that something like this is going out in the world is extremely important. You know, so hopefully there are more channels that do end up talking about this. But obviously we're talking about Jeffrey Epstein because there's been a development in this whole situation, and we've known this for quite some time now. The fact that there is going to be multiple names that are going to be coming out from Jeffrey Epstein's blacklist. Now, if you don't know anything about Jeffrey Epstein, which you should, like, if you don't know anything about Jeffrey Epstein, you've most likely been living under a rock for like the past fucking, what, 4.5 years now, because this all developed back in like 2019. The whole thing with Jeffrey Epstein has actually been going on, and I was doing a little bit of research on this. He first got arrested for like soliciting prostitution from a minor back in like 2006, I think it was. Like, so this whole thing's been going on, but the whole development of him with the Epstein Island, and him, you know, human trafficking and soliciting, you know, sexual relations from minors and human trafficking children and all that stuff, that came out in 2019 about how, you know, the Epstein Island was just a massive pedophile ring. And there has been so many names already that have come out, like from the moment that this all started to go down. And so Jeffrey Epstein's like island, it's a private island. So in order for people to get on there, he has like this little black book of people that have visited, you know, the island multiple times. And there's a lot of people on there with just their straight names being named. There's so many massive figures that are already named in this book. And there's so many people who have come out saying that, like, denying this and all that kind of stuff. But then there's also a lot of names that have been redacted. And some of them have been put under the names like John or Jane Doe, which is pretty much like a code name. So John or Jane Doe, it's been used for like many years. I'm not sure of like how far back it goes, but basically that is like John or Jane Doe is meant to be like a placeholder name for when someone's unknown or when someone doesn't want to be known. But these names aren't hidden completely. Like, we know who they are, or like the people investigating this know who they are, or Jeffrey Epstein knew who these people were, obviously, because he's the one controlling, was like, you know, behind everything and flying these people out. But these names have been redacted to hide their privacy, which it fucking shouldn't be. Like, to me, like, the fact that we've had to wait so long for many of these names to come out, to me, is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. We're still waiting on these names to come out, but obviously the biggest one that has come out so far, and the one that has already been like, it's almost like they're like teasing. I saw someone say it on Twitter, and it was so fucking hilarious. Like, someone said that, I can't find the tweet because I was just flicking through Twitter looking like what everyone else was saying, and like seeing if any more other names have been 100% confirmed of the ones that are named under Jane or John Doe. But someone said they're teasing the Jeffrey Epstein blacklist like it's features off a Travis Scott album. And I was just like, that is so fucking hilarious, because that's really what it feels like. And the one that has been named the most, and the one that's been going out and saying that this name is going to 100% be confirmed that they are under John Doe 36 apparently it was, and they had flied multiple times to this island, is Bill Clinton. Now, like I've said multiple times as well, I like to stay out of politics. I really fucking do. Because politics is a very like touchy thing. I don't really like to stray towards one side or the other side, but I definitely have seen that happen a lot on fucking Twitter today. Let's just say that these left people and these the rights, they're just fucking going to war on fucking Twitter over this fucking list, which I think is absolutely like insane. Because like, it doesn't fucking matter of whose name's on there. Whoever's name's on there, whether it's fucking Donald Trump or Bill Clinton. Fucking these names haven't been confirmed. These names are probably not on there at all. But I'm just like saying, like, fucking, it could be like George Bush, fucking Barack Obama, Sleepy Joe. It doesn't matter whose name's on there. Stop trying to fight and say like, oh, this person was on here, but this guy was as well, and look at them, they were good friends. Oh wait, no, look, this person flew to this. It doesn't fucking matter about your stupid political agenda. It's horrible either way. These people visiting this island, and especially with these names being redacted and being hidden, to me it just shows that they're most likely more guilty than someone else whose name wasn't. Because like, if your name's redacted and you're trying to hide this and you're trying to deny this, and Bill Clinton himself has come out and his team has come out that he has denied, like initially they denied being associated with Jeffrey Epstein. You know, his name was mentioned at least 50 fillings, and also a representative for Clinton said that he cut contacts with Epstein in 2005. We don't officially know that. That could be 100% bullshit. This was like just before the time that that Epstein was initially arrested, like for the first time ever, over trying to solicit a prostitution from a minor. So who fucking knows? And just because it was in 2005 doesn't mean shit wasn't happening before then. We don't know how long this really was going on for. Remember, Epstein was never put to trial because before his trial began, he supposedly committed unalive, which a lot of people, and to me it wouldn't fucking surprise me, is that a lot of people saying that, you know, he didn't do it himself, and that, you know, other people, and it was, you know, behind the scenes, and maybe, you know, the guards were paid off and people were paid off, because there was a lot of powerful people and, you know, a lot of rich, powerful, and a lot of politicians that are supposed on both sides of the fucking political spectrum. Like I said, your political views on this don't fucking matter, because it's disgusting either way. No matter who the fuck is on this list, all realms of life, so many different political people from both sides of the spectrum, so many powerful, rich people were put in this list. So it wouldn't surprise me if, because he was caught and everything was coming down, that, you know, a lot of powerful people put out to try and, you know, the guy, to try and, you know, get him to not speak or get him to not officially be put to trial. His partner, Maxwell, who was a partner, like girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein's for a long period of time, and then she also was the one who helped Jeffrey Epstein with the sex trafficking and, you know, the child prostitution as well. And she was convicted and she's being held in prison for many, many years now. To me, it's not enough. Her criminal penalty is 20 years in federal prison. 20 years? Her convictions is sex trafficking of a minor, transporting a minor with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity and sexual activity and conspiracy of 3 counts. And she's only getting 20 years in federal prison. 20 years? This, like, she's 62. And by the time she gets out, it's 80. She'll be 82. Doesn't fucking matter. She should be in prison to the day that she stops living. There is no way that someone like this should be allowed to be released, even if she was fucking 100 years old by the time that she was released. She should not be allowed to be put back in the public. No one like this should ever be allowed to put back in the public. But I'm very intrigued to see the names that are going to be coming out for this Epstein list. There's obviously names that we've already heard in the past. Like, there's a lot of names, and some of these names are very worrying. Like, the director of the CIA, William Burns, was named on this list. The director of the CIA was named to be on this list. A billionaire, multiple billionaires, like the Harvard president as well, Woody Allen, Bill Gates, a former Norwegian prime minister, and a former prime minister of Israel were also named on this list. So there was like so many high profile people that have been already named on this list, and so many even more high profile people and people with like political power. And like I said, even though I don't like to talk about political, you know, stuff as much as possible, people in politics, they have a lot more power. Not money, because money brings you a lot of power, but also position brings you power as well. And people in politics, especially people who, you know, are prime ministers and are presidents, they have a lot of fucking pull. Whether they're former or current prime ministers or presidents, they have a lot of pull. And I feel like no matter what happens, that when this list comes out, there's going to be a lot of people on this list and nothing will happen to them. Yeah, they'll be publicly shamed. Yeah, they'll be like publicly scrutinized. But legally, nothing will happen to these people. There should be 100%. 100%. There should be more thorough investigations put on the people on this list. Doesn't matter who they are. Billionaires, politicians, fucking just Joe Blows, people that were just like random close friends with the Epsteins. Fucking, it doesn't matter who they are. There should be more thorough investigations to put on this. But I feel like it will just hit a fucking dead end, and all these people get will be just public shame, and that's it. But they will be able to go on with their lives. But that should not fucking happen, because the things that have come out from what happened with Jeffrey Epstein on the island, it's fucking disgusting. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. That's it from me. Peace out.